I know I haven't made a video in a long fucking time, but finally on the next step. Because it took me a while to afford all these parts. This is $400 parts. We got OEM bearings. We're using the K24 rings. Here's the part number out of a 2010 to 11 Accord. 87 millimeters is 87 millimeters. So, just gonna oil up the cylinders. Maybe this might be a better angle. So, for my piston ring clearance, I need a clearance of 0.20 to 0.35. To 0.8. I'm going to use my 0.5 millimeter. Oh, that's a little too thick. 1.4, 0.35, 0.203. Give it a little clean. It's a little dirty. So first, top ring. Put a little oil on the outside. Now that we've got that in, square her up. Not too much. Bring her back up to the top. So our clearance should be 0.2 to 0.35. Point 2 works. Let's try 0.25. It's just at 0.25. Perfect. Our top ring's good. Now, if you're building an engine, you have to do this for every cylinder, every wing. So I gotta do this not 8 times, because you also gotta check your oil scrapers. So bottom ring. So we'll do it again. We'll get our 0.203 millimeter. Point 2 is good. Let's try our 0.25. 0.25 is good. Still a little loose. Oh, actually, our bottom ring is 0.5. Make sure you read your specs. 0.4. We're still good. So our bottom ring should have 0.56, so that's fine. .4, 508. Millimeter. 0.5 miller works. And just to double check, these have some really weird markings. I'm gonna go and find 4.48, 0.51. Get it look clean, you don't need much schmoo in there. .51's good. And we'll go one higher. I just want to see what my maximum so we'll try 0.56. 0.53, .53 is too big, so we are right there at our tightest. That's cylinder one. Now, we also want to check these little buddies. If you want to be, completely cool. So our oil ring should have a maximum clearance of 0.02. Put a little oil on the ring. The nice thing about the oil scrapers is that they're so small, they're not very rigid. And we're back. Sorry, that was a long ass phone call. So I've actually gotten down to, I've been doing this while I was on the phone call. So we went over top ring, bottom ring, and we stopped right at the oil, which the oil is very, very simple. For K24, minimum is 0.2 and your maximum is 0.7. It wasn't anywhere near 0.2 and it definitely wasn't 0.7, so I'm somewhere in that range. It's a really wide range, but I'm okay. So let me get you a little close-up of how you measure it, because once you get it dotted in, you got to find this. And if you remember, I used to have it all in one thing and now it fell apart, so let's get you a closer look at how you measure it. Can I get you a closer look? We'll try. Okay, so here we are. My minimum on this is 0.5, so I've got a 0.51. So this is too tight. Plenty of space. So yeah, you just got to square it down with a squaring tool and just get your feeler gauge in, see if it's a little tight, etc. And my maximum is 0.65, so I'm going to go find a 0.64. 0.64? 0.64 doesn't want to go in. Unless I want to force it in, so that's okay. And of course, when I put all these in, I coated them with oil. Absolutely coated with them with oil. Perfect. And like your oil ring is, it's really wishy-washy. You just put it in, square it down, and I would leave, I've been using this, I would leave this in there where it's cockeyed so you can come up and go up with your measuring tool, because if you go down, this isn't that rigid, so you can easily go and knock off your measurement. So there we go. And that's really it. I don't have a ring compressor yet, so I'm not going to be inserting the pistons today. My entire plan was just to get my rings, check my clearances, and make sure they're all good. Of course, now that I've checked it, mark it so it's okay. Of course, I got it laid out where I have my green bearings. Oh, and if you're wondering what goes on the top or bottom, now with the K24 itself, the top ring will have a 1R, or actually 1A, I don't remember, or 1N. The top will have 1. The bottom will have 2. It'll have the number 2 on it, and that side goes up. Okay, no. And on your oil scrapers, it doesn't matter. They're not special. It's the same ring. So, yeah. I guess next video we will actually put the pistons together and put them in. But right now they are. Pick you up. Oh. That bucket right there is filled with ATF. I've had the pistons sitting in there so they stay clean and protected. It's fucking oil. I don't give a shit. So they live in there. They're ready. They're clean. And yeah, there we go. I'm done checking my tolerances. Now I need to order a ring compressor. I'm gonna go wash my hands, get lunch. This is my lunch break. Go put this oil back. That's still turning nice. I did worry a bit, but this has been sitting for a couple months. Woo. Well, there's my point 2. Look for this. But yeah, really that's all that's really required when you're measuring your piston ring clearances. You just need a good set of. Let me show you the fucking mess. Look at that. It fell apart. Luckily, I have this backup, so get a good set of feeler gauges. And yeah, make sure your clearances are good. Be like me. Write down. If you don't have a piece of paper, write down. Go look up your service. Write it down. Like, I know my piston ring clearance, my top clearance, bottom clearance, oil ring clearance. I got the order. Ring groove clearances, we'll deal with that when we actually put them on the pistons. Piston orientation, and my rod bearing specs. Standard new, I can have anywhere from 0.032 to 0.066. So that'll be when we put the pistons in. Again, sorry for, not really making a video because I've been working and trying to save, and being a mechanic's expensive. Oh, yes. I got this. And my new snap-on box. Oh, and what lives in the snap-on box? The same thing that lived in the Homac. Our valve train. Boom. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go get lunch. Pretty quick, because I have like 20 minutes, almost 20 minutes left of lunch. And yeah, there's a North Star here. If you know what this engine is. I hate this engine. Oh, and Toyota Land Cruiser, we did an axle swap on it. We swapped it with another one, and then we swapped over the brake lines and a load sensing positioning valve. So yeah, I've been shooting the shit long enough. I'm gonna get here, go get some food, have a smoke, and like Eric O of South Main Auto says, if I can do it, you can do it.